In the early hours of February 22, 2024, the University of Georgia campus was shaken by a horrific crime. A young nursing student, Laken Riley, was found lifeless near a lake located on the campus. The tragedy that unfolded that night would leave the community in shock, and the police scrambling to find the killer. Laken Riley was born on January 10, 2002 in Marietta, Georgia. Her parents, Allison Phillips from Woodstock, Georgia, and William Jason Riley from Beaufort, Georgia, were instrumental in shaping her character, instilling kindness, dedication, and the value of pursuing one's dreams with passion and perseverance. She grew up in Woodstock, Georgia with her sisters and brothers, Lauren Phillips, Kaylee Riley, and Jackson Riley. Laken, who went to high school in Cherokee County, Georgia, was a skilled runner. She was part of River Ridge High School's cross-country team. According to her previous coach, Keith Hooper, she took part in the Georgia High School Association state cross-country final multiple times. He mentioned in a statement that Miss Riley was a super kind person, an individual who was there to help people and her teammates. Riley attended the University of Georgia as an undergraduate student until the spring of 2023. Following that, she joined Augusta University's Bachelor of Science in Nursing program, which has a campus in Athens as mentioned by school officials. She was set to graduate in 2026. Riley was an active member of the Alpha Chi Omega sorority, a group that encourages leadership, service, and friendship at the University of Georgia. She received recognition for her academic accomplishments and made the fall 2023 Dean's List. The circumstances leading to Laken Riley's disappearance were tragic and unfolded on February 22, 2024. She was out for a run on the campus when she was abducted by a stranger. Around noon on Thursday, Riley's roommate and friend informed campus police that she was missing because she hadn't come back from a run near the university's intramural fields. At 12:38 p.m., near Lake Herrick, just 20 minutes after the commencement of a police search, Laken's lifeless body was discovered in a secluded section of the Oconee Forest Park. It was mentioned that she had died of blunt force trauma. The police identified Jose Antonio Ibarra, a 26-year-old man, as the suspect. The suspect, Jose Ibarra, resided in Athens and hails from Venezuela. His living quarters were situated in an apartment complex, approximately 1 mile away from the wooded trail where Riley's body was discovered. Ibarra moved to the United States from Venezuela, as stated by the authorities. In September 2022, he was apprehended by Border Patrol agents for illegally crossing the border. Federal officials reported that he was promptly released with temporary permission to stay in the country. The release, also known as parole, was a procedure that the administration employed when officials faced challenges with a high volume of border crossings. The administration decided to discontinue this practice approximately 6 months later. Ibarra also stayed in New York City for a period of time. The United States Immigration and Customs Enforcement reported that he was arrested by the New York Police Department in August 2023 and subsequently released. A law enforcement official in New York mentioned that Ibarra was driving a scooter without a license and had a child with him who was not wearing a helmet. Ibarra was also arrested in Georgia in October 2023 in connection with a shoplifting case. Officials checked Ibarra's name against state and national databases during that time, but did not discover any warrant for him or any other sign that he should be arrested. According to the arrest affidavits filed at Athens Clarke County Superior Court, Ibarra has been charged with using an object to attack Riley and dragging her body to a secluded area. The charges against Ibarra consist of murder, aggravated assault, false imprisonment, kidnapping, hindering a 911 call, and concealing the death of a person. The police believe that Ibarra did not know Riley and abducted and killed her while she was out for a run on campus. The motive behind the murder remains unclear, but the police are working to uncover any possible motives. Many conservative politicians, including Georgia Governor Brian Kemp, who is from Athens, believe that the killing is connected to current immigration policies. They argue that these policies have overwhelmed the country with more migrants than the system can handle. Former President Donald Trump, in a social media post, called Mr. Ibarra a monster, and that the flow of migrants into our country is killing our citizens. Liberals find these statements to be demagogic rhetoric. Kelly Girtz, the Democratic mayor of Athens Clarke County, believed the focus should be on mourning the victim and blaming an individual rather than a group. He stated, "This murder was a violent, heinous act, and it rests squarely on the shoulders of the perpetrator." Over the past decade, more than 6 million Venezuelans have fled their country, marking the largest population displacement in Latin America's modern history. At the apartment complex listed as Mr. Ibarra's address, a resident named Manuel Alcides, 26, mentioned that many Venezuelan migrants were living in the building. Despite being from Venezuela himself, Mr. Alcides stated that he did not know Mr. Ibarra. The murder of Laken Riley left the community in shock and mourning. Her family and friends were devastated by the loss of such a promising young woman. The University of Georgia also issued a statement expressing their condolences and offering support to the family and friends of Laken Riley. This case serves as a reminder of the dangers that can lurk in even the safest of places, and the importance of staying vigilant and aware of our surroundings. We here at Urban Crime Stories express our condolences to Laken Riley and her family. We hope that justice for Laken is served, and that Jose Ibarra feels the full weight of the law. What are your thoughts about this sad and tragic story? Please share your thoughts in the comments below. If you haven't done so, or if you are new to the channel, please like, share and subscribe, and turn on the notification bell to be notified for future cases, as there will be an update on this case. We greatly appreciate your support. Until next time, I will see you with another episode of Urban Crime Stories.